Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
It is possible to buy a car in installments both in case of a new car in a dealership center and a used car in car dealerships specializing in such cars. When buying a vehicle in installments, you need to make a down payment. It can be equal to 10% of the cost of the car or more. The period of payment in installments is quite small, from 1 to 3 years. When buying an expensive car, the monthly payment will be corresponding. Documents for buying in installments. Buying in installments requires the presence and provision of a certain package of documents, identical to the package when applying for a car loan, and it does not matter whether the transaction is carried out through a bank or through a car dealership. It includes a photocopy of the passport, all pages with records and stamps, a military ID card, a photocopy of a driver's license, or a passport to confirm identity. The following documents may also be required: a document of registration at the place of stay, if the registration is temporary and the permanent place of residence is in another city, photocopies of the work record book, to verify the fact that the buyer has been working for 6 months or more at the last place of employment, a 2NDFL certificate from the place of employment, confirming the amount of income, often not required if there is at least 20% of the value of the car, OM's policy, marriage certificate and spouse S permission for installments, TIN, bank account statement often required if the amount of the first installment is quite large, car sale and purchase agreement if the car is used, pension certificate, SNILS, points, copy of the diploma on education, required very rarely. To find out exactly what documents will need to be provided when applying for an installment, you can in the car dealership where a person plans to buy a car, as well as in the bank that will issue the loan. On the basis of the documents provided, a decision is made whether to issue the required amount or to refuse the loan. Registration of installment payments in a car dealership. Purchase of a car in installments, unlike a loan, is possible only under the respective program. While a loan can be arranged both as a consumer loan on its own and as a car loan through a car dealership, an installment plan is available only in the latter case. This, of course, limits the choice of the buyer to those cars that are presented in each particular salon. Important, not all used car dealerships provide installment payment service, usually they have only car loans available. Therefore, it is worth finding out in advance which car dealership sells in installments. Consideration of the application, which the car dealership sends to the banks cooperating with it, takes from 1 to 3 days. Factors that can affect the decision to issue a loan in installments: territorial affiliation. In some regions, the conditions for obtaining a loan and installments are more stringent than in the rest. Type of car to be purchased. The more expensive the car and the larger the amount needed for the purchase, the more demanding the bank. Financial benefit. If the bank, even through a car dealership, is not profitable to issue installments for the purchase of any car on these terms, it is unlikely that the application will be approved. Buying a car in installments from hand. Buying a used car from hand is also possible with installment payments. The difference is that the loan is taken not from a bank, but from an individual. Usually the purchase of a car in installments from hand is made in 3 ways: against a receipt, with the drawing up of a loan agreement; against collateral, where the object of this collateral and is your car, ordinary contract of sale with an agreed installment, regulated by the Civil Code of the Russian Federation, so the method is the most reliable. Registration of the purchase of a car with installment payments from hand is carried out in the following way. The contract is notarized. The new owner is given a copy of the ACP and the points. After the payment of the entire amount, the seller writes a receipt that the debt is repaid, there are no claims, after which the former owner registers the car for the new owner. The latter can do this independently, presenting the DCP, receipt, and other necessary documents to the MIO GIBD. The subtleties of registration when executing a contract of sale. It specifies technical information about the vehicle, make, model, VIN code, year of manufacture, body type, engine, technical passport data, series, number, the full value of the car and the amount of the first installment, the date by which the entire amount must be paid, schedule of payment of money, dates and specific amounts. Often in the form of a table, form of payment, in cash, each time a receipt is written on receipt of funds, or to a bank account. Receipts are provided, the terms of interest and its amount in case of late payment, as well as the return of the car and termination of the contract if the buyer does not have the money to repay the loan. In conclusion, purchasing a car in installments can be a smart financial decision when approached with care and knowledge. By understanding the various rules and nuances involved, such as interest rates, loan terms, and the importance of reading the fine print, you can make an informed choice that suits your budget and lifestyle. Always remember to shop around for the best deals, consider your long-term financial commitments, and ensure that you are comfortable with the terms before signing any agreements. With the right preparation, buying a car in installments can lead to a rewarding and manageable investment in your mobility.